If you want, let's end this meeting. If you want, let's end this meeting. He usually draws. He usually draws. We will run away. We will run away. Attended a conference and learned about new technologies. Attended a conference and learned about new technologies. Slow. Slow. I was hungover. I was hungover. Didn't I judge every year? Didn't I judge every year? I bet I can find a girlfriend online. I bet I can find a girlfriend online. Wouldn't they seldom take notes? Wouldn't they seldom take notes? Come again, Tommy. Come again, Tommy. We're throwing a party next Saturday. We're throwing a party next Saturday. I will be working. I will be working. Your brothers were librarians. Your brothers were librarians. Isn't he a paramedic every year? Isn't he a paramedic every year? How satisfying. How satisfying. My sister made the cake. My sister made the cake. Moreover. Moreover. Let's continue. Let's continue. As previously stated. As previously stated. I'm going to kindergarten. I'm going to kindergarten. I study diligently. I study diligently. Can we do it in 2 minutes? Can we do it in 2 minutes? He needs to buy food on the way home. He needs to buy food on the way home. Where are we meeting? Where are we meeting? Do they send? Do they send? The car driver should race immediately. The car driver should race immediately. Do you serve bottomless mimosas during brunch? Do you serve bottomless mimosas during brunch? I can be a journalist every month. I can be a journalist every month. Let me know if you need a hug. Let me know if you need a hug. My relatives were pediatricians. My relatives were pediatricians. We have created 10 questions in your ticketing system. We have created 10 questions in your ticketing system. Are you doing anything on Saturday night? Are you doing anything on Saturday night? Almost. Almost. Didn't we matter 2 seconds ago? Didn't we matter 2 seconds ago? How many dogs are in the park? How many dogs are in the park? Talk to a partner. When do you usually do it? Talk to a partner. When do you usually do it? I don't want to lose my magazines for the machine. I don't want to lose my magazines for the machine. I can speak with you. I can speak with you. The cat caught a bird. The cat caught a bird. I might try a new recipe for dinner. I might try a new recipe for dinner. I will book the hotel before I leave for the trip. I will book the hotel before I leave for the trip. I sleep 8 hours a night. I sleep 8 hours a night. He could fix the broken bike on his own. He could fix the broken bike on his own. Didn't we recruit at 2 p.m.? Didn't we recruit at 2 p.m.? I whispered. I whispered. We have to shake. We have to shake. The rain is drizzling. The rain is drizzling. Didn't it take 10 years? Didn't it take 10 years? Can we do it 4 days ago? Can we do it 4 days ago? We did not become poets immediately. We did not become poets immediately. A driver fell asleep in the vehicle. A driver fell asleep in the vehicle. They would repeat. They would repeat. He needs to prepare a presentation for the meeting. He needs to prepare a presentation for the meeting. Can't I confirm at night? Can't I confirm at night? Safe travel. Safe travel. They can always take aim. They can always take aim. Your turn. Your turn. He was able to lift the heavy box. He was able to lift the heavy box. They did not eat enough vegetables in their diet. They did not eat enough vegetables in their diet. If we work together, we can finish this task in no time. If we work together, we can finish this task in no time. Shall we let it at dusk? Shall we let it at dusk? Sometimes it has to cost. Sometimes it has to cost. The hotel was overbooked, so they had to find another place to stay. The hotel was overbooked, so they had to find another place to stay. I was going to the store when I saw my friend. I was going to the store when I saw my friend. Can never clear. Can never clear. We have created 10 questions in your ticketing system. We have created 10 questions in your ticketing system. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I don't feel normal. I don't feel normal. The movie we watched last night was really funny. The movie we watched last night was really funny. Watched the sunset on the beach. Watched the sunset on the beach. He could not impose occasionally. He could not impose occasionally. I shouldn't be texting daily. I shouldn't be texting daily. As we talked. As we talked. Do you have a bar? Do you have a bar? Next year, can't doubt it. Next year, can't doubt it. The dress is too tight for me to wear comfortably. The dress is too tight for me to wear comfortably. This dress is cheap. This dress is cheap. I love you. I love you. Coral reefs. Coral reefs. We need to finish this project by the end of the week. We need to finish this project by the end of the week. I'll be on vacation this time next month. I'll be on vacation this time next month. If I had the opportunity, I would volunteer in a developing country. If I had the opportunity, I would volunteer in a developing country. My math skills are worse than my sister's. My math skills are worse than my sister's. The dog is chasing its tail. The dog is chasing its tail. Some people believe that ghosts are real. Some people believe that ghosts are real. Who took your hat? Who took your hat? We can take a break after finishing this task. We can take a break after finishing this task. Trained by a professional, the dog obeyed all commands. Trained by a professional, the dog obeyed all commands. We give direction at sunrise. We give direction at sunrise. We cannot start the race until the referee gives the signal. We cannot start the race until the referee gives the signal. We need to exercise regularly for our health. We need to exercise regularly for our health. Don't mention it. Don't mention it. This is against the law. This is against the law. Staff will be preparing for the annual meeting. Staff will be preparing for the annual meeting. I understand that I am silent. I understand that I am silent. I didn't say anything to that man. I didn't say anything to that man. Does he want it now? Does he want it now? A lot. A lot. What day is it today? What day is it today? What would it be? What would it be? He was saving up for a new car but decided to use the money to go on a trip. He was saving up for a new car but decided to use the money to go on a trip. We must not forget to bring our passports to the airport. We must not forget to bring our passports to the airport. 2 afternoons not electrician. 2 afternoons not electrician. Are you working on Sunday? Are you working on Sunday? He must ask permission before leaving the office. He must ask permission before leaving the office. I wouldn't teach occasionally. I wouldn't teach occasionally. Are you okay? Are you okay? Consort. Consort. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Sympathetic. Sympathetic. I ate an apple after my father slept. I ate an apple after my father slept. They have allergies. They have allergies. She will be getting ready for her dance performance. She will be getting ready for her dance performance. Are your kids rappers? Are your kids rappers? Let me have a look if you allow. Let me have a look if you allow. My nephew is a sailor. My nephew is a sailor. I accuse you of cheating. I accuse you of cheating. The movie is too scary for young children. The movie is too scary for young children. Aforementioned. Aforementioned. Size. Size. The flowers were beautifully arranged. The flowers were beautifully arranged. How long will you stay in the country? How long will you stay in the country? The concert is scheduled for next week. The concert is scheduled for next week. Can I have your flight itinerary, please? Can I have your flight itinerary, please? Despite the long wait, the concert was worth it. Despite the long wait, the concert was worth it. Should it be chosen? Should it be chosen? Child lost in supermarket was found by security. Child lost in supermarket was found by security. He was singing while cooking dinner. He was singing while cooking dinner. I go to the gym twice a week. I go to the gym twice a week. If you don't use sunscreen, you'll get sunburned. If you don't use sunscreen, you'll get sunburned. Can I pay by credit card? Can I pay by credit card? He is studying to become a doctor. He is studying to become a doctor. As soon as possible. As soon as possible. Was his friend a pie player? Was his friend a pie player? Her mother-in-law was a pianist. Her mother-in-law was a pianist. Tend to. Tend to. He was just being so good. He was just being so good. The house they bought is near the beach. The house they bought is near the beach. He can draw great portraits. He can draw great portraits. Our granddaughter was the nanny. Our granddaughter was the nanny. You make a difference. You make a difference. This is very exciting. This is very exciting. Have I blocked it now? Have I blocked it now? We are flying. We are flying. He will start a new job next month. He will start a new job next month. Do you remember the girl who won the singing competition? Do you remember the girl who won the singing competition? Can't I become a dietitian 3 nights ago? Can't I become a dietitian 3 nights ago? This is the most interesting book I've ever read. This is the most interesting book I've ever read. I will handle this. I will handle this. Increases at dawn. Increases at dawn. Couldn't try soon. Couldn't try soon. I can be a nighttime beautician. I can be a nighttime beautician. Was my mother a chef? Was my mother a chef? This is your pen. This is your pen. I forgot my phone at home. I forgot my phone at home. He meditated to achieve inner peace. He meditated to achieve inner peace. I'm soft. I'm soft. How often do you go to parties? How often do you go to parties? You shouldn't show it right away. You shouldn't show it right away. Once a day. Once a day. What is the price? What is the price? We like to play football, they said. We like to play football, they said. He was in the kitchen preparing dinner for his family. He was in the kitchen preparing dinner for his family. He doesn't like chocolate, and neither do I. He doesn't like chocolate, and neither do I. Isn't he a civil engineer in 5 minutes? Isn't he a civil engineer in 5 minutes? Should he blame 10 years? Should he blame 10 years? He goes to the gym every morning. He goes to the gym every morning. They must be excited for their upcoming vacation. They must be excited for their upcoming vacation. Thanks for your support and help, John. Thanks for your support and help, John. Would you like some tea? Would you like some tea? His colleague was a businessman. His colleague was a businessman. You should clean your room before you go out. You should clean your room before you go out. Wait, Tommy. Wait, Tommy. What is your most popular dish? What is your most popular dish? Next month I will be teaching English at a school in China. Next month I will be teaching English at a school in China. We should not paint. We should not paint. I looked at 2 different issues today. I looked at 2 different issues today. Your wife was a diver. Your wife was a diver. But we are using the car. But we are using the car. Let me check. Let me check. We will organize a dinner party at our place. We will organize a dinner party at our place. Do you have low sodium options? Do you have low sodium options? When will the meeting be held? When will the meeting be held? What's on your mind? What's on your mind? She blushed. She blushed. Can it go after 1 month? Can it go after 1 month? After 3 evenings, he should cook. After 3 evenings, he should cook. Your brother was the producer. Your brother was the producer. Nowadays. Nowadays. Doesn't he row at noon? Doesn't he row at noon? He is reading a book. He is reading a book. I'd like a bottle of red wine, please. I'd like a bottle of red wine, please. Your cousins are environmentalists. Your cousins are environmentalists. We've been friends since high school. We've been friends since high school. Can you make my pasta dish with tomato basil sauce? Can you make my pasta dish with tomato basil sauce? She sang a song at the talent show. She sang a song at the talent show. I loved your outfit. I loved your outfit. The shuttle departs to the airport at 7 a.m. The shuttle departs to the airport at 7 a.m. We will be married for 5 years next month. We will be married for 5 years next month. Were your grandchildren managers? Were your grandchildren managers? He has some knowledge of computers. He has some knowledge of computers. No bad. No bad. We had been waiting at the bus stop for years when the bus finally came. We had been waiting at the bus stop for years when the bus finally came. He was rescued that night. He was rescued that night. Do you like working here? Do you like working here? Do you have a big family? Do you have a big family? Do not hesitate to contact us if you have any questions. Do not hesitate to contact us if you have any questions. It must be delicious. It must be delicious. They could not survive without food and water. They could not survive without food and water. Thanks for warning me. Thanks for warning me. His half-brothers are ambassadors. His half-brothers are ambassadors. Should it explore normally? Should it explore normally? Could you please tell me the time? Could you please tell me the time? Can they lock weekly? Can they lock weekly? Normally age. Normally age. He said to me, I need help. He said to me, I need help. I believe hard work is more valuable than natural talent. I believe hard work is more valuable than natural talent. I look like my grandfather. I look like my grandfather. Would you like to join us for a game? Would you like to join us for a game? What's in that look? What's in that look? He didn't see that movie, did he? He didn't see that movie, did he? Do we give work at dawn? Do we give work at dawn? Does he fly? Does he fly? Can't it tempt at dawn? Can't it tempt at dawn? We're going on a camping trip next weekend. We're going on a camping trip next weekend. Our toilets are always clean and full. Our toilets are always clean and full. Do you want anything else with this? Do you want anything else with this? Should they host right away? Should they host right away? My sister's birthday is next week. My sister's birthday is next week. He seems lost in thought. He seems lost in thought. Are there grandparents ambassadors? Are there grandparents ambassadors? I'm in the room with the furniture. I'm in the room with the furniture. Would normally attend. Would normally attend. Shouldn't I cry? Shouldn't I cry? Great. Great. Illustrator 5 not later in the morning. Illustrator 5 not later in the morning. When did you go to school? When did you go to school? He fixed his car when it broke down. He fixed his car when it broke down. All together. All together. I don't want to buy the car. I don't want to buy the car. I'm not sure I'm following you. I'm not sure I'm following you. We had made a reservation for dinner when they invited us. We had made a reservation for dinner when they invited us. How long have you been in the country? How long have you been in the country? I'm sorry for mistake. I'm sorry for mistake. It is normal for children to go to school. It is normal for children to go to school. Do for. Do for. I'm asking the prettiest girl in my class out. I'm asking the prettiest girl in my class out. What is his name? What is his name? We had a car, but we sold it. We had a car, but we sold it. Who has the guitar on stage? Who has the guitar on stage? It wouldn't be any better. It wouldn't be any better. I can go home. I can go home. I'm saving up for a new car, he said. I'm saving up for a new car, he said. We will work until we reach our goal. We will work until we reach our goal. How long will it stay? How long will it stay? We will not plan for 10 years. We will not plan for 10 years. There may not be a physiologist in the twilight. There may not be a physiologist in the twilight. I finished my homework, he said. I finished my homework, he said. Would you like to come with us? Would you like to come with us? Our stepfather was a journalist. Our stepfather was a journalist. Will it take care of it often? Will it take care of it often? They visited a famous monument. They visited a famous monument. Should not engage in occasional angling. Should not engage in occasional angling. The dog is too big to fit in the basket. The dog is too big to fit in the basket. Can I get your number? Can I get your number? I don't notice anything. I don't notice anything. They want to learn to speak French. They want to learn to speak French. Doesn't it help after an hour? Doesn't it help after an hour? What is he looking at? What is he looking at? I'm sure you'll remember all the words we learned. I'm sure you'll remember all the words we learned. I finished my job. I finished my job. If there is a chance of a storm, I will not go out. If there is a chance of a storm, I will not go out. Didn't he throw? Didn't he throw? Should he be examined every day? Should he be examined every day? I invite you to a game of chess. I invite you to a game of chess. Hairdresser after 4 weekends? Hairdresser after 4 weekends? Where is the nearest public restroom? Where is the nearest public restroom? The team have to leave for another meeting. The team have to leave for another meeting. What kind of apple are you looking for? What kind of apple are you looking for? We should have chosen a different restaurant for dinner. We should have chosen a different restaurant for dinner. You can withdraw up to 2 weeks in advance. You can withdraw up to 2 weeks in advance. Let me know if you want me to order for you. Let me know if you want me to order for you. I would be a librarian by noon. I would be a librarian by noon. They can always wage war. They can always wage war. Conserve. Conserve. Are they starting a war? Are they starting a war? I don't have any free time today. I don't have any free time today. How did you sleep? How did you sleep? We will not be sculptors next year. We will not be sculptors next year. Let me. I missed the bus and had to wait for the next one. I missed the bus and had to wait for the next one. If you practice every day, you will improve your skills. If you practice every day, you will improve your skills. They said we've been waiting for an hour. They said we've been waiting for an hour. He has one brother. He has one brother. I will make a lot of money. I will make a lot of money. I am looking for this address. I am looking for this address. Will it work at 4 p.m.? Will it work at 4 p.m.? Today it's hot. Today it's hot. His wife is the vocalist. His wife is the vocalist. Did you see the last episode? Did you see the last episode? Generous. Generous. Were your grandchildren managers? Were your grandchildren managers? I couldn't leave him. I couldn't leave him. They may be suitable. They may be suitable. We can always report. We can always report. Tony played guitar last year. Tony played guitar last year. Sarah found a lost kitten on the street. Sarah found a lost kitten on the street. The car I want to buy is a red sports car. The car I want to buy is a red sports car. I cannot attend the meeting. I have a doctor's appointment. I cannot attend the meeting. I have a doctor's appointment. Conflict. Conflict. When I woke up, he had already had his breakfast. When I woke up, he had already had his breakfast. He is determined to succeed in his career. He is determined to succeed in his career. Is his grandson a stockbroker? Is his grandson a stockbroker? The new restaurant is more crowded than before. The new restaurant is more crowded than before. The cat likes to sleep in the sun. The cat likes to sleep in the sun. At noon we have to name. At noon we have to name. I believe love is more important than money. I believe love is more important than money. He easily forgets everything. He easily forgets everything. There is a car in the garage. There is a car in the garage. In 5 years, I will go back to school. In 5 years, I will go back to school. I saw a shooting star and made a wish. I saw a shooting star and made a wish. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I'm looking for a place to park my car. Do you know where I can do it on campus? I'm looking for a place to park my car. Do you know where I can do it on campus? He does not create. He does not create. Is there a bakery counter in the store? Is there a bakery counter in the store? Am I generally improving? Am I generally improving? I won't leave. I won't leave. Avoiding distractions helps maintain focus. Avoiding distractions helps maintain focus. Should I not focus for 2 weeks? Should I not focus for 2 weeks? Mary will be aware of this situation. Mary will be aware of this situation. By the way, while I was watching TV, my sister was studying for her exams. By the way, while I was watching TV, my sister was studying for her exams. Then you can believe. Then you can believe. Are they burned? Are they burned? It could be. It could be. I am eating. I am eating. What is your flight departure time? What is your flight departure time? I might try a new recipe for dinner. I might try a new recipe for dinner. Couldn't he sometimes point out? Couldn't he sometimes point out? We found ourselves lost in the city. We found ourselves lost in the city. Despite the long road, they reached their destination safely. Despite the long road, they reached their destination safely. Will they travel to Europe? Will they travel to Europe? We go swimming in the summer. We go swimming in the summer. See you in the park after school. See you in the park after school. It doesn't appear every week. It doesn't appear every week. They said they've been waiting for hours. They said they've been waiting for hours. Can't you rarely be an architect? Can't you rarely be an architect? Wouldn't he object? Wouldn't he object? To ground you. To ground you. Our aunt was a botanist. Our aunt was a botanist. This is the most interesting book I've ever read. This is the most interesting book I've ever read. Still, there are some concerns that need to be addressed. Still, there are some concerns that need to be addressed. There are 11 players on the football team. There are 11 players on the football team. My sister called me this morning. My sister called me this morning. In the summer, I like to go swimming on the beach. In the summer, I like to go swimming on the beach. Don't you ever lie? Don't you ever lie? Yes, I am married. Yes, I am married. They went camping in the mountains. They went camping in the mountains. These three. His mother is a trainee. His mother is a trainee. How did you walk? How did you walk? Same kind of. Same kind of. Please take a look too. Please take a look too. Remember the boy who helped us yesterday? Remember the boy who helped us yesterday? Avoid eating junk food to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Avoid eating junk food to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Do you offer appetizer platters? Do you offer appetizer platters? Which is your favorite beach? Which is your favorite beach? Were you angry? Were you angry? Good morning. How can I help you today? Good morning. How can I help you today? Can you play soccer with me? Can you play soccer with me? We forgive and forget. We forgive and forget. I have a lot in common with my best friend. I have a lot in common with my best friend. He had his car washed at the gas station. He had his car washed at the gas station. What is the delivery fee? What is the delivery fee? I need to refill my meds. I need to refill my meds. He has been learning to play the guitar for a year. He has been learning to play the guitar for a year. I had completed my education before joining the company. I had completed my education before joining the company. You have no idea how relaxing this is. You have no idea how relaxing this is. Addiction policy. Addiction policy. We have guests in the gym. We have guests in the gym. You should start physical therapy soon. You should start physical therapy soon. I'm between Isabel and Oscar. I'm between Isabel and Oscar. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. They visit their grandparents every summer. They visit their grandparents every summer. When will you arrive home? When will you arrive home? I have a lot of faith. I have a lot of faith. Best for your new role. Best for your new role. Do they have to play in the afternoon? Do they have to play in the afternoon? It was a great success. It was a great success. You must return library books on time. You must return library books on time. We offer a loyalty program for our regular customers. We offer a loyalty program for our regular customers. Didn't she disappear 4 months ago? Didn't she disappear 4 months ago? I did not throw. I did not throw. It was an explosion. It was an explosion. She was baking a cake in the oven for her daughter's birthday. She was baking a cake in the oven for her daughter's birthday. Then he may not be a linguist. Then he may not be a linguist. Email sent by mistake. Email sent by mistake. It's so good to hear. It's so good to hear. You should study for the exam. You should study for the exam. He ignored the warning signs and got into trouble as a result. He ignored the warning signs and got into trouble as a result. Understand what I mean. Understand what I mean. 5 p.m. cannot judge. 5 p.m. cannot judge. Your mission is a bit silly. Your mission is a bit silly. Will you be performing in 2 evenings? Will you be performing in 2 evenings? Sarah found a lost kitten on the street. Sarah found a lost kitten on the street. What I did. What I did. They missed the deadline, so they had to face the consequences. They missed the deadline, so they had to face the consequences. Thanks in advance. Thanks in advance. If there is traffic on the road, I will be late. If there is traffic on the road, I will be late. Have you ever tried rock climbing? Have you ever tried rock climbing? What a delicious pizza. What a delicious pizza. My stepson was an operator. My stepson was an operator. I have a vague memory. I have a vague memory. The shoes are very tight and uncomfortable. The shoes are very tight and uncomfortable. I paid for my shopping at the market. I paid for my shopping at the market. They will be able to find a solution to the problem. They will be able to find a solution to the problem. I drink water when I'm thirsty. I drink water when I'm thirsty. What is your phone number? What is your phone number? Can we visit? Can we visit? The boy whose bike was stolen is crying. The boy whose bike was stolen is crying. The letter was written to John. The letter was written to John. What can I give you? What can I give you? 10 years can be a sailor. 10 years can be a sailor. We often visit museums when we travel. We often visit museums when we travel. His stepdaughters were housewives. His stepdaughters were housewives. I always say, thank you. I always say, thank you. Was his half-brother a gymnast? Was his half-brother a gymnast? I'll buy you something on the way home. I'll buy you something on the way home. He had his car washed and polished at the auto spa. He had his car washed and polished at the auto spa. The team led by their captain won the championship. The team led by their captain won the championship. Won't they be closing? Won't they be closing? Should not be encouraged. Should not be encouraged. Back then, people listened to music from tapes. Back then, people listened to music from tapes. Food in the restaurant was good. Food in the restaurant was good. Can I train 5 weeks ago? Can I train 5 weeks ago? We're going to the park this afternoon. We're going to the park this afternoon. The laundry load needs to be folded. The laundry load needs to be folded. Don't you need to measure? Don't you need to measure? Is my brother a conductor? Is my brother a conductor? Accompany. Accompany. Your relatives were barbers. Your relatives were barbers. It shouldn't matter after one night. It shouldn't matter after one night. Can you tell us about the career services of the university? Can you tell us about the career services of the university? We have been organizing the event for months. We have been organizing the event for months. Can't they always mark it? Can't they always mark it? Can I use my smartwatch for contactless payment? Can I use my smartwatch for contactless payment? Can't you ever bother? Can't you ever bother? He cleaned his room on Saturday. He cleaned his room on Saturday. Fall out. Fall out. Can play every day. Can play every day. Should we take? Should we take? Computer. Computer. I'll take you for a follow-up scan in a few days. I'll take you for a follow-up scan in a few days. Overcame. Overcame. Played football. Played football. Will I close after 4 weeks? Will I close after 4 weeks? It won't go until you say goodbye to everyone. It won't go until you say goodbye to everyone. If the weather is nice, we will go for a walk. If the weather is nice, we will go for a walk. Boiled green beans. Boiled green beans. Don't forget to lock it before getting out of the car. Don't forget to lock it before getting out of the car. In 5 years I will be living in a big city. In 5 years I will be living in a big city. I am working as an executive engineer at ABCDE Company. I am working as an executive engineer at ABCDE Company. I am working as an administrator. I am working as an administrator. I mean, he's a famous actor. I mean, he's a famous actor. Wouldn't it break at 3 p.m.? Wouldn't it break at 3 p.m.? How have you been? How have you been? All tickets are sold out. All tickets are sold out. Noon is not a tradesman. Noon is not a tradesman. Shouldn't you mess around at sunset? Shouldn't you mess around at sunset? I need to have my wound dressed. I need to have my wound dressed. He has been working for the company since 2010. He has been working for the company since 2010. He should call his family more often. He should call his family more often. Just a second. Just a second. He looks nervous before the presentation. He looks nervous before the presentation. He joined a book club to discuss his favorite novels. He joined a book club to discuss his favorite novels. What do you think? What do you say before you leave here? What do you think? What do you say before you leave here? Don't come late to class. Don't come late to class. We have been volunteering at the local shelter for a month. We have been volunteering at the local shelter for a month. Was my mother a chef? Was my mother a chef? Let me. Did I host? Did I host? Is our brother an inventor? Is our brother an inventor? What is the expiry date of this milk? What is the expiry date of this milk? I don't care if you're 35. I don't care if you're 35. Can we lie now? Can we lie now? Anyone can participate in the competition. Anyone can participate in the competition. After 3 seconds, you are not judged. After 3 seconds, you are not judged. He wished he hadn't missed the bus. He wished he hadn't missed the bus. Is there someone I can call for you? Is there someone I can call for you? By the end of the year, I will have run a marathon. By the end of the year, I will have run a marathon. Our friend is the manager. Our friend is the manager. Can you please explain this again? Can you please explain this again? Where can I find canned soups and broths? Where can I find canned soups and broths? Can you show me where I can find this product? Can you show me where I can find this product? The article explores the link between diet and mental health. The article explores the link between diet and mental health. Your relatives are entrepreneurs. Your relatives are entrepreneurs. Okay, you don't even need to talk. Okay, you don't even need to talk. Go on, please. Go on, please. I wish I had a bigger house. I wish I had a bigger house. Then I can't. Then I can't. She bought a new dress for the party. She bought a new dress for the party.